So, today I'm here on Medieval Dynasty. I've been working on this for a while actually. This is, I find this game very relaxing actually, very therapeutic. It's a very chill game, but I would say that it is predominantly a survival game. So, it's set really in the period of early sort of like Saxon settlement, and a lot of it here is exactly as it says, very medieval. So behind me you can see one of the main cities. I'm on the Oxbow map on a solo player game. Now I've turned my technology up a bit, so I've got the buildings a little bit faster, but this is a survival game. It relies on food and water. It relies on your ability to carry certain weights. You have to be able to hunt, you have to deal with temperatures, you have to deal with food poisoning, and more importantly, you help the people around you, basically, to build community. And you can build a town in this. And while you build a town, you also manage it as well. So you direct people where to work, how much to work. So it's very much a sort of building, management and survival game, I would say. And it's extremely good, and the idea is for you to settle down, get married and start a dynasty of your own. So this is my main character, and the idea is for them to have children, and eventually you take over the child, hence the legacy idea. So really, management side of things, it's very, very in depth. So if I show you here, I mean, as you go through, that's my inventory, but as you go through here you can see you have skills. So the more you do things, the more points you get, and the more you can take certain skills here, and that makes your character better at what they're doing. So your character actually goes on this journey throughout the game and develops. There's a journal here for all your quests. Now here's the map. So as you can see, it's quite a large map, and you can really build anywhere on this map. Now you can see there's already some names on there. Those are the main cities, and that's where you'll go to buy your either farming equipment, farming animals, speak to people, get quests. And obviously when it comes to spring, you have to pay for your land. You have to pay a tithe to the king. So it's a very involved game. And as for management, here you can see I have that's the amount of people in my town now. It's now got to a town. So as you can see on the right hand side of the screen, oh no, development stage village. I do beg your pardon. And yeah, you can see how many buildings, how much wood the people use per day, water, food. I've turned that down for the purposes of this video. Workers 58 out of 60. So as you can see, it's very manageable, and you can manage the buildings in your settlements. You see I have 38 houses, 11 extraction buildings, everything from excavation sheds to bring me in materials, mines, well for water, wood sheds. So the game is very involved, and as you go through, you set people to work on these things to bring in materials, and yeah, you even manage the fields, what you grow in the fields, what type of crops you grow in the fields. Again, the different farm animals you have once you have the farm buildings. I mean, the game's very in depth for management. So you can really tailor it how you wish it to be. And then on the right hand side you have the technology tree. So as your character develops and their technology points go up, which you earn by doing quests, so too does the things you can buy. Each development of a building brings on different things that you can buy, that you can build in your town and build around. Now when I say you can build houses, this is not your atypical building game that I normally go for, whereby you not only build your house every floor by floor, piece by piece. No, this is mainly pre-built buildings. So let's go to my hammer here. So as you can see with the little wheel here, when you choose houses, choose a small house, so you can see what you get as a blueprint, and you have to gather materials in order to make them. So it's not your atypical game where I would normally where you would normally build the house step by step. So there we go. Now, while we still have daylight, horses are something you get later on. You don't get a stables to begin with, so you will spend a lot of your time running around the map. And gathering materials, you can see on here, these reeds here provide straw, which is used for a lot of the roofs in this game for your buildings. Obviously, you know, wood, stone. So the materials all over the place. So, you know, you'll be harvesting materials. You'll need to hunt for food. Then you'll need to cook it. You know, drink water. So, you know, it's a survival game in every aspect of it. And like I said, you can choose where you wish to build, or where you think would be the best place to build your, i.e. small settlement, into village, into town. So yeah, let's on the Oxbow I specifically chose up here. I like to use this rock as a marker, at least I know where I'm going then. And it's actually just up here. It's actually situated, I wouldn't say the centre of the map, but it's certainly closer to the main village, and that one that you saw behind me, that main town there, is the one that you start at. So let's head up here, and I chose to build my settlement just through here. That's my house up on the hill there, my character's own personal house. Chose it for the view. So as we come up, you can see that I've built palisades all the way around it. Now you don't get attacked per se by bandits. This is not like Conan where you have you know, waves. This is not like 7 Days where you have blood moons or anything like that. No. But I chose to build the all the palisades around it. I felt, you know, it would be better protection. Now I'm just going to park the horse over here. And your villagers do walk through and they say some of the funniest things. So over here you can see I have my my pig pen and my cows. They're all in the field. Obviously I have to stop them running away, so I built these fences around them. We have the cows for milk, various different recipes for food. And obviously we have the pigs there. And all of the animals produce wonderful manure, which you can use on the fields, which you use to, you know, grow your crops. You have a wood shed over there on the right and left. I have multiples of each building because, well, I'm greedy and I wanted as many materials as possible. Blacksmith working away, providing tools and smelting all of the different ores that are coming back from the mine. And then over here, now this is the crafters here. They produce all the different clay jugs, wooden pots and such. You can see it's producing some clay, probably some clay vials or pots just there. And then over here, inside each of your crafting buildings, you have various... Oh, and where have I put that up? There we go, so here you can see you can produce all sorts. Now some of those are locked because I haven't spent the...
Have you ever wondered what a world without kings would look like?
And so you can see there's all sorts that you can make at these various huts, and if you don't fancy making it, you can get your people to make them. So there we go. Storehouse here on the right hand side. That bell signals that it's time for the workers to go home. The workday has ended. They're all tired from the day of grubbing around and harvesting, and so that's it. They will now all be heading home. So, if I head along here first of all, my personal house is up here, and also along here. This is the tailors. That's where all the cloth and all the wool clothing and fabrics are made. Let's have a quick look at here. So there you go. Looks like they've gone home already. So in here you can see you have the loom, spindle there. As I say, all of these buildings come pre-made, so you only have to place them and then provide the materials to build them. Over here I put some decorations down. This is a little wash area. This is where, you know, clothes are washed and then hung out to dry. As you can see, there's a little fisherman's hut at the end there. Provides a few fish. It's a different sort of diet for the village, so they have something a little different to eat. And while we've been riding around in this hot, sweaty day, let's just refresh ourselves. There we go. Have a little wash in there. These are baths, incidentally. And yes, in case you're wondering, that's, you know, it's where they wash the clothes. And now I've just gone and washed my face in it. Ew. Yeah, I know. So you can see, you know, signifying night time. You see the lanterns have now come on. So let's have a walk up here. Now further up here, you can see there's two, you know, those are two of the better quality living houses to the side there. You can see they're made of stone. They also have plank roofs as opposed to thatch roofs, so, you know, more insulated, keeping the people warmer. Now up here, this is, you know, you have a lot of the workers' houses all up on this hill here. You can see as we go up, the streets wind up, houses to either side, and you can see, you know, they have their houses and their outhouses as well, because you don't want to be doing any of that business inside. So go further up here. So you can see people are now just beginning to retire here. Either that, or they're taking a walk down to the local inn, which we will come to. You do actually have a place for them to gather, and you sometimes have visiting bards, musicians and such. But as we come up here, see there is a well there where they can draw water from. You can hear them all in their houses, just whiling away time. Taking a break after a hard day's work, gathering, talking. Quite happily all living here in community. Oh, I thought she brought the baby out from it now, so that's unusual. Don't normally see him standing outside for the baby. Let's head back down to the workplace. And over to the right, you can see the donkey stall over there. He says, trying to find the gate. There we go. You can see the donkeys are all taken care of. They do need mucking out actually, but they have their food there, and you can see the donkeys are preparing to sleep. And over here, what do we have? That's the goat pen. So you can see the little baby goats down there. Why do I have a hand? There's the baby goats, mummy and daddy goats providing milk. So, you know, everything provides something in this game. So as we come up here, there's another exit out of the village, up by the houses. Takes us to the local woods. Just here, we have the marketplace. This is where all the goods that are made in the village go, the excess goods, so that you can sell them, so that we can make coin, so that the taxes can be paid, and so that we can buy extra crops or extra food or extra materials that are needed. I've decorated some of this myself. Obviously, you know, some of these come ready decorated, but a lot of the decorations I've put down to try and make this feel a bit more like a communal marketplace. Now you can see the kitchens just here. It's where they come for dinner, lunch. It's where they come to eat, where they collect their food. Let's see, you can get all the runners on the tables. And in the centre here you have a well in amongst the arches, making this feel more decorated, slightly more cosy. We have all the hops back here, making all the beers and the wines, and you can just about see the inn through there, but we'll come to that in a moment. And there we go. So this is, as I say, this is the marketplace where we sell clothes, tools, resources, herbs, food. All of the excess things that the village provides. So again, as we head out, head up here. Now this way leads out of the village, further up. So just here, we're going to turn right, and here you can see the more well-to-do houses. These are more for sort of the merchants. A lot of the merchants and such live along here. You can see that they have lined with trees. And you can see that houses have more of a white texture on it. That's because they've been insulated with limestone. So not just stone, but they've also been limestoned to keep the insulation in. So as we come down here, you can see the Merchant Lane down here. Many of the houses here have, you know, stone walls. They have their own gardens. And I've decorated each one. So they have an iron gate here. Not only that, they have their own little seating areas here. A little wash tub by the side. But also you can see, you know, they have some flowers and pots there. And over here they have their own seating area. I said it's very much a community. You'll quite often find other people, you know, sat in their gardens enjoying the time. Off that way also leads to outside of the village. See, he's just sat down in his garden, just enjoying the night air. Especially as it's still summer at the moment, just coming to the end of summer. So there we go. As we come further down here. Now it's probably getting a little late in the evening. Oh, sorry. So as we come past here, you'll see there is a further kitchen there, right next door. This is right next door to the inn. So you can see there are a few people here. Looks we have some local musicians just playing. Oh, even the innkeeper and his lady are off now, but the band keeps playing. I think the band's more of a recent addition. They weren't here at the beginning of the game. This game is being updated and they have lots of additions to it. I must say I do like it. And at the back there you have all the barrels and casks. You can make various berry juices, fruit juices as well for your people, wines, beers. And obviously it raises the happiness of your people here. They do like to have a nice drink and they do like to celebrate. You can't blame them. At the moment they're celebrating all the summer and the warm sun and they're very much enjoying themselves. At the back you can see a windmill just above the buildings there. Where all the flour is made. And just up here, here's the main animal pen. So just ahead of us here, you can see there's a sheepfold to the right of us. I believe you can just see them in here. There you go. And then if we come out, we have the stables over here. So you can see that the horses are laid out. She go ahead. Oh no. She said I thought she shoved her head through the fence for a minute. Oh, good grief. Yep, so you can see that we have the stables just here with the horses. And also we have another sheep pen over here. Now, you know, I like my people to have lots and lots of wool available so that they can make some nice clothes for themselves and keep themselves warm in the winter. And lots of fabric and flax to make linen so they can keep themselves cool in the summer. So, we'll head down and out. So there are plenty more work buildings. See, we have a dovecot just there. There's a hunter's lodge just there, providing much meat and fur and hide. Again, only materials. And this was one of the first buildings I did actually. I imagined this to be the farmer's house. Probably the main farmer's house. And here we have our apiary for gaining all of the honey. Again, we have honeycomb for the village so that we can make all of our honeyed mead. Such, again, you know, so that it can be made over at the tavern. So people have something nice there. And over the back here you can see there are quite a few fields. It will probably be seen better in daylight. To which we'll go in a minute. But a quick look at the windmill here, over the back here, right next to the fields. So we can bring in the wheat, grain and such. So here's your windmill. Opening there to bring up all your sacks of flour. Lower it down. Grinding mill. Millstone. This is where I head out and accidentally fall down the stairs. Wouldn't that be funny? Not. So, what we'll do, instead of continuing by night, I'm sure you can see I have many lanterns all over the place, lighting the roads, lighting the way. So what we'll do is take this character to bed, so that we can proceed during daylight. Now, if I remember rightly, there you are.
Move on.
Right. There we go. Yes, move on. Let's take you and put you back to bed. Let's go careful along here. Riding at breakneck speed. The last thing I want to do is run anybody over. Or have myself knocked off. Which is entirely possible. I have at times ridden myself and the horse into the trees because I didn't see them, or I was going too fast, or I'm an idiot. One of the two. One of the three, sorry. There you go. Please, I'm an idiot. One of the three. So, you put the horse away. And go and lay down in the stables. Take the character up here. So that way I'll take him to his own personal house. I mean, you can sleep in any bed, but it always feels so wrong going to everybody else's beds and using those. It's just not right. So this is my character's house. I chose this spot. It's up on the hill. I've given it a nice bit of seclusion. Okay. Sleep for the next day. Ta-da! There we go. And it's daylight. So this is a fully decorated house. I have put furs on the floor. I've put some straw Himalayas and such decorations around, lanterns. You see my character's son is still in bed there. Wakey wakey. Right, there's the cooking campfire. Yeah, let's put that on. So come out to a nice warm house. Though to be fair, it's still the end of summer. So I've decorated. We have an outhouse out there. You can see that we have various plant pots and flowers around. Just a little bit of decoration. Dovecot there. So I have a little bit of decoration. I put some apple trees outside here, so we have fresh apples outside the house. Lovely little picnic table. So you can sit outside during the summer days and enjoy. Few crops there, such as carrots, cabbage, and my own hunting lodge there, so that my character could make his own bows and such and go out hunting. Again, washing tub there to do the closing. This is as far as you can get, I would say, for luxury in Medieval Dynasty, but I've given my character as much as I could. After all, he's orchestrated this, and look at this view. Over there you can see all the workers' houses. You can see the map really is quite beautiful. The views are fantastic, which is another reason why I chose this spot. And further off down there, there's a river. I don't think we can quite see it from here. But you can see the tops of all the other buildings, the windmill over there. Fantastic. So, let's go out and have a look. As I said, just through here I put the fisherman's hut. And over here you can see this is where we collect all the reeds, do a little bit of fishing. And the fisherman collects as much fish as he can from here, so it's just another addition to the diet. Here we'll dry the fish out, smoke it. You can see fish out there on the cleaning the fish out on the work table there. Now you can hear the bells in the background, signifying time to go to work. This calls all the townsfolk and the community together so that they can go to their respective jobs. There we have another excavator's hut. They're bringing me in limestone, clay, stone, maybe even a little bit of copper if they find it. Although that is normally more of the job of the miners. See, I've placed some trees around. So here we go. Heading down here, you can see this is more of the farming area on the right here. So this is the barn. Inside the barn you can see this is where they sort the wheat and the chaff. And out here you can see this is all the fields. Now the crops in this game are all seasonal, so you know I've marked out the fields, what should be planted here, and so the farm workers come out and they plant what's necessary. So you can see I have a lot of fields out here. These provide an awful lot of crops and food for the people. And as you can see, these are behind all of the pens. So there's the cows and the pig's pen from the entrance where we came in. And then over here we have plenty of field space just there. And then as you can see, we have as a goose pen. We have plenty of geese here. Goose pen. 10 more of those, and then we actually have over here. Here's our chicken coop. We have plenty of eggs for the villagers.
Buildings spring up like mushrooms.
They do indeed. New buildings do spring up. It's because I keep building them. So there we go. So we have plenty of eggs for people. So you can see the people are just coming out to work. Another field in front of us. So you can see your village starts to come alive during the day. So all your workers go out. See, there's our field workers just there preparing for the day. And then I think you could hear someone in the barn. Yeah, they are just beginning their day's work. Looks like he's going to start threshing. Yeah, okay. So it's good, you know, once you built it, once you've got people sorted, it's good. You can see your workers going off to their various work. There's our beekeeper there. And you can hear the sound of the lambs, so if we just pop up here. There we go. This is it in daylight. See, we have plenty of sheep walking around there. Now, the game doesn't go too in detail. Normally you would have to change the fields. You couldn't just keep them in that one field. That would be stripped bare of grass and everything. It would be, well, it would be mud. You'd have to keep swapping them around, but thankfully, and for the purposes of this game, you can keep them penned in the one area, and they're very, very satisfied. And if I remember rightly, at this point, when they go to what we've got. But you can actually shear the sheep yourself to get wool. That's giving you, you know, woolen linen, woolen fabric. Now you can see more of the village in daylight. I'll just do one final trip round before I commit this one to memory. Like I said, the views in this game are fantastic. I chose this spot specifically because even before I put the palisades up, when you come out here, this leads off to the mine. There's a mine just down there, so I'm close enough to it. Also, you can see there's the river running down there. I was very tempted to build the river much further down there. I was tempted to build the river. I was tempted to build the village much further near the river. But chose against it. I like this spot up here. Because here I felt you can see the view. It's closest to all the resources. It doesn't take long to get to the river.
I'm dying of thirst.
There's just about everything. You're all dying of thirst, are you? Well, we'll get you sorted out in a minute, matey. But as you can see, I've laid the village out. You know, I believe it's fairly well organised. I mean, I had to grow this village organically. There's no creative mode on here. You know, you don't just go into creative mode and hey, I'll build. No, it doesn't work like that. Like I say, it's primarily a survival game. You have options to make the game easier for yourself if you do not like the harsh survival options. But
now it's dry.
like it or not, you will very much end up harvesting a lot of the materials yourself. There we go, let's have some water. Some scrambled eggs and some flatbread with onion. There we go. All made at our lovely kitchen just here. And that will stop the man from complaining. As I said, you can see all the hops. So yes, there we go. That is pretty much the village. This is my town, village, all laid out, organised. The fields, the workers, the living places. And if I go up here, you can see this is the supply where they go for wood. Now, you know, the wild animals on this game are quite ferocious, but you have to go and find them. They will not come here and attack you. And of course there are bandits in this game, but they have bandits camps, so you go to them. If you want to raid the bandit camps, you go to them. They do not attack your village. Oh, yet they haven't done an update where they do that yet. So with that in mind, like I said, this is very much a game that I find very, very peaceful, even with the survival aspects. I enjoy this game. It's very therapeutic, very relaxing, and very nice. So if you like your building, if you like your survival games, then I would highly recommend Medieval Dynasty, especially as the managing side of things and the town building. Yeah, again, it's an extremely good game. So with that, I would say that is my village shown off. That is the fantastic view that you can see. Like I said, fantastic. So with that, I think I can consign this one happily to memory. And if you have watched this, thank you very much. And I hope you have a good day wherever you are. Take care and bye for now.